A lot to talk about today, y'all. Shoot, we got a lot to talk about today. Got a lot to talk about today. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. I'm gonna share this class. Let me go ahead. All right, sounding good. Boom, let's go to the YouTube page. I always send this always send the live out, to people so that our people can, get the breakdowns and all that. But yeah, it's a lot going on in the world right now. We already know World War III is right there knocking at the door. It is high times to change your life. It's high times to change. That's why we had these classes here in the ISUBK. If I could, all right, I'm gonna give y'all the breakdown. You understand today about what's happening in the world and what we must do as Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. This is a very important class. It's the Biblical Law Class. If you ain't know, this is the ISUBK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We've been teaching this truth since 1969. We are under Commander Jenny Hanna. We're here to teach every so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American the truth of the Bible. My name is Nakar Officer 1000, stationed here in Philadelphia. We are going live on multiple platforms on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, anything. I don't know, Rumble. You know what I mean? We probably broadcasting in China. I don't know, but this truth is going to be heard. All right. You have any comments, any statements, any questions, write them in the comment section below, and I would definitely get to it. All right. So I want to get straight to it. If I could, sir, can I get Romans 12:2? 12:1. We can start there. I want to break down what's been happening in the world today and the reason why the ISBK is such an important place to be at, in these days of time. Right now, we believe that we're seeing what's happening. The problem is we don't know what time it is. All right. Whenever you have it, sir, you can read it, Bubba Show.
Romans chapter 12, verse 2.
Yeah.
And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed. Can you start at verse 1, sir, Bubba Show?
Romans chapter 12, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
I beseech thee, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God.
Yes.
That he present your bodies as a living sacrifice.
Well, you gotta produce your body as a living sacrifice, right? You gotta change. You gotta be a new person. You can't be that same you, right? The Lord wants us to be perfect, right? And I know that when I say perfect, it's taboo. When I say keep the commandments, it's taboo, but it's really not. When you really sit down and think about it, the Lord wants you to be a role model. He wants you to be a light unto people that's in the darkness, right? We have a lot of, think about children, right? I always bring up children in these classes because when it comes to children, we have to educate them. We have to guide them. We have to teach them, right? We have to lead by example. For instance, you can't get high and then try to tell your kids, don't be like me. Your kid eventually is going to be, they're going to be on that crossroad of, I'm going to get high or I'm not going to get high. Now, if you don't get high, you giving your child a stronger chance of not getting high because they're like, well, my parents didn't get high. Why would I get high? They told me that getting high is for losers. I don't want to be a loser. What's the hell is the point of getting high? Look at how stupid these people look when they get high. You're supposed to lead by example. Well, that's what the Most High wants us to do. He wants us to lead by example. For the older generation, if you 20 plus, right, your job is to be the old head, to be the OG, to be big mama, to be auntie, to be unc. Everything that can help the next generation be able to elevate. And by the way the Most High wants us to elevate, I'm going to show you in the Bible. Go ahead, sir. You keep reading.
God, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
So it said acceptable. You know, the Most High wants you to be somebody that is acceptable, right, in His eyes. So if you look in America today, America wants you to be a sinner. America get paid off of your ignorance. They get paid off our ignorance. When we go and get high, right? When we go and sell drugs, when we prostitute, when we beat on our women, we beat on our wives, we beat on our children, neglect our children, right? When we stab each other in the back, when we unalive one another, right? They benefit off of all of that. Think about the prisons. A couple years ago, Arizona has a prison that's in a state, and they sued the prison because they wasn't giving them enough inmates. You would think that the name of the game is not to, you should not want inmates. You should want less inmates, because if it's less inmates, you know what I mean? The world is say, really, prison is not where you're rehabilitated at. Prison is where you're created more of a monster. Right? That's why they allow the drugs. The warden knows that drugs is being sold and done in there. They know that men is being abused in there. Even on the woman's side, they know these things. But they need to have control. They love the revolving door. Oh, you get out. I see your little black ass, and I see your little Hispanic ass. I see your Native American ass real soon. And what happens? Because they've never been rehabilitated in that prison. They go and come right back. You understand? They get paid off of our ignorance. This is why the Most High sent His priests and prophets out to change the ways of the people. And that's the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. God don't send prophets to go talk to the whole world. Why you think you don't see any prophets going out and talking to talking to the African nations? Or talking to the Arab nations? I wait. Because they love to say, well, that was the Old Testament. Well, is there fault in God? And that's what you're trying to say? So you can agree that at one point in time, according to your understanding, that at one point in time, the Lord was only dealing with Israelites. So that means that God can, according to your understanding, God can love one person. Ain't that right, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, according to their knowledge, words are. Or the Old Testament, that's how it was. Okay. So what if you just don't got the New Testament in order? What if it's still the same thing? Well, John 3:16. John 3:16. Yeah, and then God say, love not the world. The word world has, you got to understand the context behind that. God didn't send Christ to come save the whole world. He told that white woman that it is bad for me to give the children's bread to dogs. We're the children. We're the lost tribes of Israel. We're the ones that destroyed. You go outside and look at how destroyed we are. Seeing young black men with so much drive and so much tenacity, so much of a great mind, but they selling drugs because that's all they believe that they can do. They don't think that with that entrepreneur mindset that they can go start a legit business that won't destroy the community. They think that selling us drugs, this is going to get me right. We're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. This is what the white man wanted all along. Don't sit there and look at your brother and hate your brother or hate your sister. Don't do that, because we all in this war together. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir. You got it.
1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world.
Love not the world. The Lord said, love not the world. Meaning, don't love what the world produces. Don't love the ways of the world. This world wants you to be hypersexual. They want you to have sex like rabbits and procreate with the wrong people. They want you to catch STDs and HPVs. I just seen an article that said that some documents came out that they have the cure for cancer. They found cures for cancer. The CIA had a file that came out saying that they had the cure for cancer. They're not going to give us a cure for cancer. They're going to learn. They learn how to break down that cancer, how to defeat it. But they also learn how to, let me give you this radiation so that we can build up these bills. We need to keep you here to make money off of you. We want to continue to make money off you. Why do you think people that have opioid addictions, doctors lost their licenses because they was literally giving anybody drugs, and they knew that these people wasn't supposed to be on drugs. That's why if you take Percocet or any type of drug that you can abuse, they're gonna make sure that it's in your system. They're gonna run tests on you just to make sure, because they had to do that, because these white doctors knew that we was taking those pills because we was addicted. They knew it. But I'm gonna tell you why they started cracking down on it, because white people started dropping dead. Because white people love drugs even more than black people. They love drugs. They in heaven right now. So being in heaven, not having to worry about police pulling you over and blowing your head off. Oh wait, smoking some crack. You ever heard of Hunter Biden talking about how you feel about crack cocaine? You ever heard about that, Barza? Hunter Biden, I'm gonna get the video. Hunter Biden, I'm gonna show you how white people is in heaven. Now, when you hear black people talk about drugs, we talk about it not the way how he says it. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Let me see. Watch this.
Was to handle a vodka a day. And alcohol is the most destructive drug, not just to your body, but it puts you in more danger than any other drug that I've ever experienced. And then you add on top of that the amount of crack that I was using at the time. And crack cocaine, in terms of your physical health, is not as dangerous as the situation that you put yourself in to be able to obtain it. How do you get crack? One of the things I don't want to do is give it out to any moron like myself that may think that it's a good idea. But crack cocaine is I am fully aware when I'm talking about it in relationship to my own experience with it. It is still a shocking thing for most people, because we have been fed this perception of crack cocaine. It's more than just a drug. It's more than, like, if you say meth or if you say heroin or if you say cocaine, it comes with a whole bunch of different baggage. And because of that, places that you can go get it are some of the most dangerous places in whatever location you happen to be in. And it's everywhere. Mainly for that reason, I learned how to make my own. Have you read, I'm going to pretend like you're not getting attacked by a bee right now.
Hey, it's all right.
Keep my train.
Without them, we would all.
Just trying to root. By the way, that's true too. Birds aren't real, but bees are. Almost a hit.
Now you see how he talking about crack cocaine?
Okay.
You know his father.
Hunter Biden got like some federal.
Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all this. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
The only difference between crack cocaine and cocaine is sodium bicarbonate and water and heat. Literally, that's it.
And those things are pretty much free if you go to like a science store.
So it's free. You can go to your neighborhood convenience store and just get. Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar, cocaine, and baking soda.
How different is the experience?
That was vastly different. And like, for real, I feel
Listen to this.
really reluctant to kind of have some euphoric discussion. I know you're not asking me to do that, but have some euphoric discussion about crack cocaine.
I think this might be kind of the opposite.
No, it's the exact opposite. I'm saying I don't want to have the experience of some euphoric recall. That's how powerful crack cocaine is. Does crack cocaine make you act any differently? No. Is it safer than alcohol? Probably. People think of crack as being dirty. It's the exact opposite.
Yo, Hunter Biden was a straight up crackhead. His father was one of the people that locked up thousands of black people for smoking crack cocaine and selling crack cocaine. Now, of course, you shouldn't be doing it or selling it, but he signed in the 3-strike rule to the end said if you smoke a quarter size of some crack cocaine, you're going to jail for a long time. His son not just smoke it, but he would make it himself. Do you understand how much money you got to have to make crack? To make crack, you need a lot of coke. Am I wrong, Barzo? You need a good amount of coke to cook up some crack. This man is a multimillionaire smoking crack cocaine. You understand? This white people love drugs. This is their way of life. We can't be like Hunter Biden. We can't be like Cheech and Chong. We can't be your Bob Marleys and all these people that they push in front of us. Right? That crack era, I always talk about that crack era. That crack era destroyed us on a whole nother level because Shalom, what's going on? What the crack era did to our community, we're still affected by it today. You wonder why men is walking around effeminate? Is because men wasn't in the house. And I'm talking about how many niggas you know that you grew up with didn't have their father in their life. How many sisters you grew up with didn't have their father in their life? It was either the father was pushed away or he deliberately did not want to be active. And when you trace back to what happened, a lot of them didn't have their mother or father because they got lost in the drugs. They got lost in the drugs, lost into the system of welfare. You understand? Getting lost in the world. Martin Luther King dream is the nightmare that we live in right now. What you think of the war and the prophecy of Jacob's trouble? I'm actually speaking on that right now. We about to actually go into it. But I want to get back to the scripture real quick, if we could. We have Romans 12:2. We have Romans 12:2. If you could, sir, start from the top of the verse.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. Meaning what? You be conformed to this world is going to destroy you. You got to hate this world. This is not the place of our rest. Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable here. Don't get comfortable chasing after riches. I know so many people that chase after riches and they lose their soul in the process. Like, you see what's happening right now? Right now, Iran is destroying America's economy, destroying the investors, destroying the infrastructure. Oil is the number one component to everything that we have in this world right now today, that we utilize technology, being able for our cars, automotive, aviation. You name it, even down to food, toothpaste, all of it. Your streets, you need oil because that's how this world is revolving right now. Well, here's the thing. With Iran doing all of that, right? With Iran, you got who else? Lebanon. You know what I mean? Like the Saudis is sick right now. They whole oil plant then burned down. You get what I'm saying? It's so much that's going on in the world right now. And when the Most High is saying, be not conformed to this world, you got to hate it. Like, you can have all the money in the world, but World War III is here right now. Now what? All that money ain't going to mean nothing. Ain't going to mean anything. Especially you Black, Hispanic, Native American. You think that they really give a damn about you? See, this is what I'm going to show you a problem that we had with the civil rights movement. When the civil rights movement got acknowledged, got its part into law, Black, Hispanic, Native American men and women left the hood and went right up with the white people, and they still was treated like niggas. and they had to conform themselves. We just seen the whole press conference that Donald Trump had with the HBCUs and on black pastors. Remember that just a couple weeks ago? They were showing all teeth. Donald Trump is the best president we ever had. I said, well, goddamn. Didn't this man?
Jewish.
Yeah. But these black men was like, yeah, Donald Trump was the best president we ever had. And Donald Trump just sitting there, just grumbling all up like a damn egotistical maniac. Like, this is not the place to be comfortable at. This ain't the place to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, I got this money. Here, these niggas don't got nothing on me. You ain't shit.
Right.
I'm going to tell you that again. You ain't shit if you think that you are something. If you ain't keeping God's commandments, shut your mouth. If you don't understand this truth and really stand on this, shut your mouth. Even if you do, shut your mouth, because we ain't shit. We deserve to die. All the evil that we done in our life, we deserve to die. We don't deserve Christ's blessing. What Christ did for us, we deserve to die. So to sit there and act like, oh, I got some money. Yeah, these niggas done. Shut your stupid mouth, man. You sound stupid. We are God's chosen people, and the Most High want us to keep the commandments and push this truth. That's why you see the ISUBK all down your damn timeline. You think that that's happening for no reason? No, the Lord is pushing it because He want people to wake the hell up. And the Most High is just going to continue to fan that oven. He's going to keep making that fire hotter and hotter. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you better wake the hell up. You better wake up thinking that your life is about just getting pussy and getting high and getting money. That ain't life. Your life ain't about boys. That's what y'all females only worry. Y'all worry about boys. Worry about boys and how you can post something to be a slut. You understand? Who's going to be the next man inside your vagina? No. Clean yourself, man. Like the scriptures is saying right here. Be not conformed to this world. You got to prepare yourself. You better go get your firearms. Because let me tell you this. If this oil prices don't go down, you're going to see a whole lot of craziness in the streets. You're going to see a whole lot of craziness. You're going to see people, let me tell you something. People is going to start siphoning your gas. People going to try to siphon your gas. Am I lying, Barzal? Remember last time when them oil prices went up? Boy, they had people, they were showing people literally siphon people gas. I said, well, goddamn. They was siphoning people gas. These white people, if these oil prices don't go down, I'm trying to tell you, we're gonna see a whole nother recession, because how we gonna, one, is gonna be a gas shortage. Two, products, food, everything is going to get expensive. So right now, you better be stocking up. Officer Barzal told us, he said, y'all better stock up. Y'all better stock up big. You know what I mean? The ISUBK, we prepared. We got it together. You can have it together with us. Get in class. If you're a brother, put on your all black. If you're a sister, come in here. Learn. Change your life. Get your Hebrew name. Stop playing around with this. If we could, sir, let's keep going.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
By the renewing of your mind, sir, if you could, sir, keep going.
That ye may prove what it is that good and acceptable and perfect.
So you gotta learn what is acceptable and perfect. You got, like, let me tell you something. Brotherhood and sisterhood is the most important thing of our nation in our lives. Brotherhood. Like, I was watching this movie earlier, right? It just came out. It's called War Machine. It's on Netflix. Y'all can go check it out. When I watch movies like that, it started to hit home because I think about my brothers. And I remember in Hebrew Academy, for y'all that don't know, Hebrew Academy is boot camp for soldiers in the ISBK. And I remember I needed a brother, and I never really leaned on nobody in my life like that because I always had trust issues because I had people stab me in my back plenty of times in life, like anybody else. And I remember I was gassed. I don't want to tell y'all why I was gassed. Let's just say somebody put a smoke bomb by my face, Salakia. And I could not breathe at all. And I was still going at it, still fighting, still being a soldier. I ain't had no more in me. And that brother pulled me up, said, "Come on, brother, we out." And it was a Mexican brother. Mexican brother got me to the finish line. When I watched this movie, this brother, they was out, I think, in Afghanistan. And they wound up I think they was in Iraq. They started shooting, ambushed them, bombs, all that. His brother died. But how his brother died was because he collapsed. He was only like 100 meters away from the camp. And it destroyed him. Because he was like, yo, only if I could have like brought my brother all the way back, he probably would still been alive. So it ate at him. So he wound up, him and his brother was going to join the Rangers platoon in the army. And this man, this white man, I don't want to call him a brother, he had to understand brotherhood all over again. You understand? Because he didn't want to get close to anybody because if they die, he like, I want to get close to you, man, because if you die, I don't want that on my conscience. But he was driven to understand we fight together. You know what I mean? We under the same banner. It's brotherhood. You know what I mean? We your brothers. You lost a brother, but we your brothers as well. Right? And he had to take somebody to the camp because they was down. I don't mean to spoil the movie for y'all, but he had to take one of his brothers back to the camp so he can seek medical help. And because of the love of brotherhood, he was able to do it. Brotherhood is a weapon. And that's what the ISUPK stands on. Sisterhood is a weapon. The ISUPK stand on that, right? When you look at what Christ was teaching us how to have that kind of brotherhood. This is why the ISUPK is so important. Because when you're in the world, you don't know how deep brotherhood is supposed to be. You ain't never supposed to leave your brother behind. You ain't never supposed to say the hell with your brother. You're supposed to be there with your brother through thick and thin. But people in the world, they'll leave you high and dry. They'll leave you high and dry. Let you go through something. Let you sit up there and tell them no. Let you go through some hard times. Let you be locked up. They're gonna have sex with you. They're gonna try to have sex with your woman. You better hope that your woman don't give it up to them. Your woman is gonna tell you on that jail phone, yeah, you know, your homeboy was acting a little bit too friendly, trying, you know, come in the house and all that, telling me that you ain't never loved me for real. You know what I mean? In the world, they ain't paying for your lawyer. They ain't paying for your lawyer. They ain't gonna put no money on your books. That's why you gotta change the way how you think when it comes down to life, right? You gotta understand you must keep the commandments of God. Learn what is acceptable to the Most High. And also understand the power of brotherhood and sisterhood. We got to understand that. You want me to tell you something? I got to give a kudos to every Black, Hispanic, Native American. how everybody stood behind Mr. Walter, Mr. Tendenism. I love the fact that it hit home because I seen how we took up for our elders in them comments. When black people, give yourselves a hand. All y'all people that was willing to travel over to the destination one, over there in California, they said that them lines are skimpy. They said them lines is non-existent because black people seen and we're tired. Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, we are tired of being treated like fools, especially our elders, man. And I think that hit home and it showed us something, that the way how the world trying to perceive us as is not what it is. We care about our elders. We don't get down like that. Now, ain't nothing wrong with doing business with white people. But when we see white people trying to do us dirty, it's time to stand up. And let me tell you something. That was something that Martin Luther King and all his civil rights members destroyed in our community. That level of togetherness. That level of togetherness was there because we struggled together. I remember just this week, Captain Kaza, shout out to Captain Kaza. Hold on 2 seconds, y'all. You think brothers need to flee to the wilderness during the hard times? I feel like brothers and sisters got to come to the ISUBK. Like I said, we prepare for the hard times. We've been preparing since 1969. We knew these times was going to come. We were the ones that taught people what the real day of judgment is and what it was going to be, the powers that was going to be against each other and who was going to be allies and how it was going to happen, where it was going to happen at. We broke down these things and we were the first ones that did it. Not to toot our horn and be egotistical, but I'm saying all that so that you'll understand that this is the home of the truth. To be in these ranks, to be a trooper, to be a officer at any rank or captain or general or just a sister at any rank in the school is important. You know what I mean? Because this is the home of the truth. All right. So, boom. What were we saying? So I think we was talking about Captain Kadazar. Thank you, sir. So he was on Clubhouse speaking with Knife Wonder. It was I think he a Grammy Award producer, pretty much, and he worked with so many celebrities. And Captain Kadazar was on. His stance was what the IGBK stance is, that Leor Cohen and all his constituents are culture vultures. And his stance was, well, you got to understand around that time, a lot of those people, a lot of execs that's in the game right now, they wasn't racist. You know, they loved the culture and they was about it. And I'm just sitting there, I'm listening to this. And Captain Kazazai pretty much took the words out of my head, and he was just like, they done bad business with us. We should have never got in business with them, period. It's the same way like the Negro Leagues. I just seen Israel get their ass beat by Dominican Republic 9-1. Who the hell want to watch a Israeli league? Who gonna pay tickets for that? I know who you is going to pay tickets for. I don't know a lick about baseball. I was watching it and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but them Dominicans is swinging that bat with flavor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it look like they about to start saucing that joint. They coming up to the bat. I'm like, he about to knock it out the park. 9-1. By the third inning, they had 5 points. I think they took it easy on the bars. They were like, let's not doing too bad. You know, they're getting bombed over there in Israel. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, nobody is going to want to, like, the NBA didn't start popping until black people got in. Right? The NFL didn't start popping until black people got in it. Let's be honest. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Once we got in the NFL and the NBA and the MLB, it started rocking. Why you think hockey don't pop like that? Hockey is trash. Nobody watch hockey for real, for real? That's why they get paid the less. But I guarantee you, if they start getting black and Hispanics, if we start liking the cold weather, I guarantee you, you'll see Keisha all in the bleachers. You know what I'm saying? You'll see Keisha, man, all of them in the bleachers. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
Yeah. We are the salt of the earth. Everything we touch turn to gold. That's why the greatest secret, everybody used to talk about the Illuminati and all the secrets that they had. The greatest secret that they keep is that they have God's chosen people in slavery. That God's chosen people are blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. You talk to certain Native Americans, they're gonna tell you, yo, that 12 tribe chart, man, that make a lot of sense, because in our records that was passed down, man, we was calling ourselves half of these names. Our God was Yahweh. Yeah, we was wearing them fringes and them borders of blues because, that was about, we had these laws on the land. Native Americans practice, now mind you, Israel, and I'm going off a white man's term, Israel is thousands of miles away from America, right? But Native Americans, when they came to America, Native Americans was keeping Levitical laws. They was keeping the Mosaic laws. A woman, if she's on her cycle, she has to quarantine herself. Now, you don't see Africans doing that. Arabs didn't start really keeping, cleanliness until they came across Israelites and learned from us and, created Islam. But we were the people that was ahead of our time. We understood, we got to make sure that nobody gets sick because we don't want to cause plagues, right, amongst our people. If people getting sick, people going to die, right? People going to die. We had a dietary law. You couldn't just go out and eat anything because you was hungry. You got to have some class, some dignity. That was the beauty of knowing the scriptures, knowing God as an Israelite, where you'll see heathens, they eating pigs. Nah, I'm good. You can go ahead and eat that. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get me some venison or something, or I try to just eat me some some beef stew or something, some chicken stew. I'm good. You can have that pork. Hey, don't touch me though. You unclean according to my God. Yeah. It's all good. Hey, look, you got your way, I got mine, and just with that conversation on that level, they like, dang, people always wanted to know about it. They was intrigued. That's why the Bible is the most sold book in the world in history. The Quran having sold more, no other book sold more than the Bible, because our records is that rich, and the Most High made it so that our records would never be destroyed. Even when the white man wanted to try to destroy, like in America, oh man, they was running a whole play on us. They had a slave book where this slave book was designed to only give you a certain doctrine that would keep you a slave. Because again, if you read the scriptures the wrong way and somebody else teach you, you know what I mean? You will believe that Adam and Eve ate an apple. You know what I mean? Like, why nobody never say they ate a pineapple? Why nobody never say they ate a pear? Right? But because the white man said, well, Adam and Eve ate the apple. Now we believe it's an apple. Now when you look at your iPhone got a apple that's bitten into because they're evil as hell. You understand what I'm saying? That is the white man whole game plan. And the white man carries the spirit of Cain and that snake in the garden. told the woman, and he knew you go to the woman because she can be beguiled if she don't follow the rules of her husband. And especially if her husband is weak, you can damn sure get her to do something evil. So what you think the white man did? Why you think his woman made sure that we went to the abortion clinics? Why you think they came and got our woman for the feminist movement? Feminism don't fit well with Black, Hispanic, Native American women. It doesn't fit well with us. It can fit well with white women. But let me tell you something. When white women got their rights, they went right back to their husbands, get beat on and everything. They got beat on. I'm still gonna be able to go to work. I fought for it. Thank you, black girl. The black woman went home and hated her husband. And all that nigga did was go to work and come home. Your feet stink. Get out of my house. I'm gonna get welfare. And I don't, you know what I mean? This ain't no blame. We ain't gonna do the shaming game on sisters. We ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? But we go spade to spade. Nigga, your feet stink. I need food. You ain't bringing enough money in this house, God damn it. And then 10 years later, everybody's smoking crack. You get my drift? F the white man. If I could, can I get the book of Obadiah? We're going to the book of Obadiah. Ooh wee. Brother, you want to talk about some prophecies? Let's talk about the ooh wee prophecy of all prophecy. Let's get it. Let me get there. Whenever you get it, sir, you can read it. Ooh. Book of Obadiah, chapter 1. This is on 21 verses. So it's a small jump. Ooh. Long day, y'all. Long day. I gotta go to the gym after this. So, we're getting it in, y'all.
Book of Obadiah.
Uh-huh. Book of Obadiah.
Book of Obadiah. Chapter 1, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord.
Uh-huh.
And an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Yeah, man. We are looked at small among the heathen, man. We are small in number, right? We don't have no power. When we get abused, who's there to speak up for us? Not the white man, not the Chinese man, not the African man, not nobody. No nation ever speaks up for us. Even for Mexicans, the Mexican president don't say anything. Why? Because it's a white woman. And every president that Mexico had for decades, all were sent there to occupy it. If you get my drift. You know what I'm saying? Well, we are made small amongst the heathens, man. And this is why we got to fight for the kingdom of heaven. We got to fight for it. We can't just sit back and not get it. We got to fight for it. Each and every day, we got to fight for it. Make sure we're keeping God's commandments, making sure we're doing our services unto the Lord, for our people. And also making sure we're taking care of our bodies, making sure we staying healthy so that we can continue to push this fight. You understand? Doing the things that we need to do to push this truth. You know what I mean? Like, you can't push the truth if you know what I mean? If you eating unhealthy and you wind up getting a bad heart. You get what I'm saying? You're going to be limited in certain areas. You know what I mean? So you got to completely be into it. Be into the war. You know what I mean? That's why in the Hebrew Academy, we, one of the things that we do is a Hebrew Academy. We're going to strip you from all the Christianity, whatever you had in you that was of the world. We are getting it out of you. We're going to purge it out of you. You're going to do so many damn push-ups, you're going to want to throw up. You know what I mean? You're going to do so many crunches, your stomach is going to be like, whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I mean? You're going to punch so hard so many damn times. By the time you look at your knuckles is going to look like they, you know what I mean? You've been punching glass and concrete because you're going to be that prepared to defend this truth for our people. So when you see us out there on those streets and you see us looking around like, let me tell you something. The difference between the ISUPK and everybody else, I'm going to show you something. You ever see us at camp? We are on high alert. We are disciplined. We are militant because we are there for you. We want to make sure we protect you by any means. Like something happened out there, man, we're going to protect you. We also want to protect ourselves. Now, for me, when I say this is the home of the truth, I have seen other schools have they men outside with their heads covered. You ain't supposed to prophesy with your damn head covered. You ain't supposed to pray with your head covered if you're a man. These men is outside in Timberland boots, unlaced. You know what Officer Barzal would do to you if you come to camp with your shoes unlaced? Boy, you will get a fine, a check-in, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? I would check that. I'd be like, hey, when you get back to school, man, you might get demoted or something because what the hell is you doing? We ain't in the streets chilling. We out here at war. You gotta follow the men that feed the flock and protect the flock. That's the times that we in right now. On high times, it's high times. I'm seeing Israelite camps, they outside relaxing, joking, talking, not even focused. I seen one white dude damn near defeat the whole camp. I think somebody got their Bible taken from him. They took the Bible from him, took the mic, started talking. I mean, it was crazy. I see some camp videos. I said, what the hell? I seen their camp leaders be emotional. What was that guy named Peg Gorilla Hebrew? The one that liked to get his ass played with? The chief high priest, Gorilla Hebrew. Yeah, the one that wanted his woman to play in his ass and had watched his woman had sex with a white man. He was that much of a sexual deviant. Yeah, him. He was abusing some weakling in the street. Couldn't control himself. Him and his squadron beat the hell out of this dude. I said, well, God damn. The dude, he looked weak as hell. And the dude was damn near holding his own until they sworn. I'm just like, this is not a leader. And so many people, Barzal, they like, oh, nah, they got some truth. You found out that he was a Bati boy. He liked to get his pum played with. Even. Yeah. No, Diddy. I don't even want to talk about him no more. Y'all get my point. We made very low. And this is why you got to join your brothers and your sisters here in ISBK. I don't know. I've been saying this since I've been in the truth since 2018. I've been trying to tell people, man, get your ass in class. Shit about to hit the fan. And shit has been hitting the fan. We ain't even start getting into the war prophecies. I'm about to just get into it. Let's get straight into it, sir. If you want. Verse 3.
Verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Uh-huh.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
Uh-huh.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Yeah, Donald Trump. Ooh-wee. He felt like nobody can bring him down. Some damn Iranians making him look stupid. I love it. I love seeing Iran make Donald Trump look stupid. Do I care who wins? Hell no. Because at the end, the nation of Israel will win. And I'm talking about the real Jews, not the one that's over there getting the belt. Them Israelis is getting the belt. Let's get that in hand. Oh, wait. It's getting so bad. Netanyahu said, "Don't you post any damn thing, you damn imposters. If you post it, you're getting 5 years off the back." He said, "Off the back, 5 years." You know what I mean? Yo, they can't stop the posting. Yo, they is getting bombed to smithereens. They said a hundred missile strike, a cluster strike, hit them today. They said over there, another oil refinery over there in the Middle East got bombed. They got bombed. Like Donald Trump thought he can just go over there and just bomb them to smithereens, kill their Isotollah, and say, "Yeah, everything is done. They're gonna quit. They're not gonna fight." See, Donald Trump is a bully. He's a coward. He's a pedophile. He's a bitch. I'm just say it straight like that. Donald Trump is a bitch. He's a dodge. What is it? A draft dodger. You know what I mean? He has no backbone. He preyed at little girls. He goes on social media. He plays social media games. Donald Trump would get his ass whooped by one of our grandfathers. Donald Trump is soft as a pile of pillows. He's a bully. He only bullied those that he feel like he can get away with it. That's why he went at Greenland. Then when he went over there, he said, "I'm not going to take Greenland. I'm gonna just chill. I'm not going to do it," because he knows if he was to try to do anything to them European countries, they would destroy American soldiers, and there would be nothing that he can do about it because he needs those allies. What he wanted to do, this show is. I don't want to say that we online. He wanted to show how strong he was. I got the ball. Y'all can't do nothing to me. America is the best. I'm the best man in the world. I'm the strongest man in the world. That's what he wanted to do. And now he's trying to ask Spain, France, let me get on your bases. Let my men get on your bases. They said, hell no. Canada said, we ain't helping you with nothing, Trump. You go do it. You started this war, you deal with it. Donald Trump don't know what the hell to do right now. He's trying to act like Iran want to have a ceasefire. So this is what Donald Trump is going to do. He knows that he's losing this war because he doesn't. Donald Trump is going to try to act like Iran don't want smoke anymore and say, yeah, we're done. We're won. We won. Don't worry about anything. We won the war. We won the battle. We're just going to leave all the troops. Just come home. Don't worry about it. He's going to try to get them to not keep that river, he's trying to lift that stronghold up on that river because he knows that he effed up and he messed with a lot of people money. A lot of people, not just Americas, but Europe, South America. I mean, everybody money. Russia and China, they getting money right now because they get to get all their oil. All the Middle Eastern countries that is in line with Iran, North Korea, they getting money right now. They said Putin stock went up something vicious. Donald Trump is an idiot. And Donald Trump was elected by the Most High. Get that in here. You know what I'm saying? It was something else I wanted to say. So Iran, boom, they tried to act like it was a ceasefire. It was something else I wanted to say about this damn war because it is ridiculous. So the whole reason why America is over there, because Israel want to have a regime change so that they can try to take over land. Right now, they're trying to take over parts of Lebanon. They're trying to expand because they're in a small area. That's why they went at Gaza and try to take over Gaza. Right now, they in Lebanon trying to take parts of Lebanon, telling them you better evacuate. We're going to just bomb you. You understand? Their whole thing is they thought that Donald Trump they was going to be able to utilize Donald Trump and just just take over. And the problem is they're committing war crimes. Donald Trump blew up a school, a kid's school. Blew up, I think he said like up over 100 kids. Blew them up in a missile strike. And he tried to say that it was the Iranians. No, nigga, everybody knows you. Donald Trump has committed war crimes. Straight up and down. Like straight up and down, like him, Pete Hegseth, they have committed war crimes. And I don't think that they ever going to have to face some war crimes, but let me just go to tell you, there's always war, there's always rules of engagement when it comes to war. And he didn't go to the Senate to get this war approved. Now, here's the thing about Donald Trump. We all know Donald Trump is in them Epstein files more than 30,000 times. He's in them Epstein files. They just released the 302 forms in the FBI, letting it be known that Donald Trump had a victim that came forth to the FBI, and she said that he been molesting her since she was 13 years old. And this was an old interview. They had so many people come forth about Donald Trump. By law, they should have already investigated and they should have already prosecuted him. Now, here's what I believe. I believe there's sealed documents about Donald Trump giving tape on Epstein what gave him immunity. That's just me. Now, I could be wrong, but here's the thing, right? To be Black, Hispanic, Native American in today's society, you have to see the cards that's being played. Anytime there's a Democratic official in office, everybody goes to sleep. But when a Republican is in office, everybody cage get rattled. The Most High is trying to tell you something. He had to give the Hispanics something to wake up. Black people already been getting hit. You understand? And we're getting hit again with the same ICE agents. But Hispanics, they have a different, and let me tell you something too. To all you people out there, you better understand that Hispanic people and Native American people is your people. If you Black, we all family. Don't sit there and say, oh, they don't like us. Nigga, you don't like us. We don't like each other. We kill each other more than they kill us. We kill each other more than they kill us. Let's just talk about it. Here's the thing. You got to look at the journey that we all been on as tribes. Black people, we spearheaded in being the lead tribe of Israel. Our spirit is to be that lion, to be more outspoken. We spearheaded a lot of revolutions. We spearheaded a lot. Like Harlem is the birthplace of the conscious community, right? So think about all the school of thoughts that came from out of Harlem. The ISBK came out of Harlem. We was the greatest thing that came out of Harlem in 1969, right? Think about how many movements you've seen where we had to challenge and reverse we tried and fight the reverse the brainwashing that was placed on us. Think about it, right? Just think about that. We all had all types of school of thought. Think about the music that we had, neo soul. Think about all of the things that we put in the pot in our community over the years. Now let's talk about the Hispanics, right? They had their little revolutions, but they was really, if you look at the history, a lot of Hispanics, so a lot of Hispanics, don't get it wrong, they had their revolutions. Native Americans too. But the problem is that white supremacy got a strong hold of them. So now they suffer from what? Colorism. They suffer from self-hate. They hate each other. Puerto Ricans don't like Dominicans. And then when you start talking to them, well, why do you think? Well, Dominicans think they way better than people. Puerto Ricans is dirty. And it's just like, the hell is you talking about? We all dirty, nigga. What are you talking about? You feel what I'm saying? We all poor. We all broke. You know what I mean? We all some hoes. We all some drug addicts. You know what I mean? What the hell is we talking about? A lot of Hispanics is still stuck on white Jesus. When they close their eyes, they see a white God. Who told them that God was white? The white man. Now, when black people, a lot of us black people, we turned away from the white image. We turned away from the white image, and it took us decades to do it. It took us a long time to get that white image out of our head. But the ISBK, we was the ones that spearheaded Jesus being black. Why do you think they had it on Good Times? Because the ISBK was teaching it in the streets of New York since 1969. And we're still teaching it till this day. You had some brother on 69th Street say, yo, can I please? And we said, well, go ahead, brother. You know what that brother did? He stepped on the imposter, the fake Jesus Christ, known as Caesar Borgia. We keep a fake Jesus on the ground. He stepped on that joint. He Harlem stumped on that joint. He stumped on that joint, Barzal. He said, all right, y'all brothers, have a good one. That was empowering. We need more of our Hispanic brothers and sisters and Native American brothers and sisters to do the same thing. That's why when they get here in the ISBK, they find home. A lot of them, they'll tell you, yo, I never really had a relationship with black people like that. Y'all are the first ones I really had a good relationship with black people. I always felt the divide. But when they come in here, they feel the love. And you better understand that it is your job and your duty and your obligation to make all the tribes feel like they're brothers and sisters when they approach you. That's why I love Commander Jenny Hanna, because he showed us how to do that. A lot of us went to war with Hispanics. A lot of us went to war with other black people and Native Americans. We went to war with each other at times in the world. We hated each other. Blood was shed. When we came in here, Commander Jenny Hanna made sure the law was understood. You're going to love your brother and forgive him 7 times 77. You're going to forgive him. How many times he did what? You forgive him. Have mercy on your brother. The same way you want the Most High to have mercy on you. That's in the Lord's Prayer. Forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. That brother unalive your brother. You're going to have to forgive him. You're going to have to forgive him. Now, should he have to pay the price and go to jail? Only time can tell. What if that brother come into the school? You come into the school. That brother come into the school. And he's tormented by what he did in life. And when you get to know that brother probably been molested, neglected all his life. Nobody never loved him. So he had to go into that life of crime. He had to join that gang because that was the only family he felt like he had. And he joined that gang. And now, because of the love that he wanted to get from them men, he's going to unalive your brother. And he does it. But just one day, he heard the IGBK on those streets talking about the Lord chose him to be a special people. That God, you understand, have mercy on us, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, that we are God's chosen people. And we got to love one another. We got to stop the hate. A lot of times, you'll find a brother come in here, and he was one of them brothers that was destroyed by the world. And you're going to sit there and you're going to see this man. You're going to know what he did to your brother. Know what he did to your best friend. Know what he did to your cousin, whoever it was. You're going to have to learn how to forgive him and see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is, nigga, we all slaves, man. We all been destroyed. All of us. You got to see that brother as somebody that been damaged and he's trying to take the chains off him. We got chains on us, man, that you can't see. This white man is so diabolical. That's why we're reading the book of Obadiah, and it says that he is going to have to pay for his crimes. Because the chains that's put on us, man, some people can't take them off. You ever seen a brother or sister and they get to a point of vulnerability and you can just see it on them? They're like, I don't care. I've seen it so many times, man. It can make a grown man cry. Because you'll be sitting there like, damn, maybe this might, you know what I mean? Maybe this might just be what it is with this individual. I had a homeboy. He died. He got killed. I tried to stop him from making a move, and he was like, and I felt in the conversation, I was like, you want to die. You don't want me to stop you because I can. And I tried to talk to him. Yo, man, I'm about to pull up on you, man. Like, we good. And he cursed me out. He said, man, love you, dog. Nah. You got a good thing going on, man. Go. You know what I mean? Love you, dog, but nah. I'm going to holler at you. Matter of fact, don't call me. Hung up. Boom. I ain't never talked to him again. Next thing I know, months later, main man died. I'm like, what? I broke down. I'm like, damn, that's my guy. You know what I mean? Seen him grow up. But I know his life. I know what he went through. Death was peace to him because as much pain that he's been through in life, like that's a brother right there. He coming to the school. Y'all might have had an issue in the world. You don't know him for real. Then when you get to know his story, you can be like, yo, what? Hold on 1 second, yo. Hey, I gotta call you back, baby girl. Okay. All right. I'll call you back. I'm gonna call you back. I'm teaching. Hey, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back. He might start talking. He like, what you doing? But yeah, that's the reality of the truth, man. Like, it ain't easy. That sister, she coming to the school, you know what I mean? She done laid down with your man when y'all was in the world. You know what I'm saying, Barzal? You know how it go. Shoot. That's it. You come into the school, that sister, you see her in class. She done had sex with your ex. You know what I mean? Had sex with him. And y'all had beef, fighting and all that. You know what I mean? Got violent. You see that sister in class, you gotta listen. Before she even got into class, you had to let that go. But you're gonna be faced with the reality because sometimes you like, yeah, I'll let it go, but then it's gonna present itself and you're gonna be sitting there like, I ain't gonna call her a bitch. I ain't gonna do it. Forgive her, Laura. I know, I gotta forgive her. And when you learn her story, it can be a sad story. Or it could not be a sad story, but she wanted to change her life. This is the reason why these classes are important, so that we can all learn the values of life, to learn how to love one another, how to have compassion and mercy for one another. We gotta have mercy, man. You gotta learn how to have mercy. Like, just because I have a firearm don't mean that I want to unalive. I'm like, if it's a possibility I don't have to unalive my brother, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do it. Even like, let's say, I don't know, it's a possibility I can execute this person. I'm not gonna do that. But the white man, he's gonna shoot to kill. We've seen it so many times. Look at the police officers. I don't care what the laws say, what the rules say as a police officer. If I can just give you, if you coming at me with a knife, I'm not going to empty my whole clip on you. I'm going to tase you. I'm going to try to do the most. I'm trying to not to kill you. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to try to kill you because I have mercy. I'm not a hateful person. I'm not a man of wrath. Okay? And that's what you learn here in the IHBK. That's why most brothers that's police officers or that soldiers, man, they do their time and get the hell out. Like, if you're a soldier, you ain't gonna sign back up again. And shout out to all the brothers and sisters, you know what I mean, that's out there that didn't sign that goddamn contract for that extension. Give yourself a hand. Because right now, your boss would have been Donald Trump. and you for sure would have been getting sent over there to Iran to get blown the hell up. That man don't even have a good strategy. I know those war generals and admirals is like, you gotta be kidding me. We about to go over there. Oh, I ain't tell y'all. Let me tell you how the Lord is playing the white man right now. Do you know that Zelensky was trying to put Donald Trump on about drones and telling him to invest in drones because him investing in drones and drone defense is way cheaper and more effective? Do you know that Donald Trump was so much trying to, please and ride the coattails of Russia that he missed his opportunity with Zelensky? When Zelensky he made a proposal like, look, they not spending that much money on defense. You should, invest in these drones. Donald Trump like, nah. I really like Putin. I don't really give a damn about you. Now Donald Trump is reaching out to Zelensky to help him with the drones that Iran has so that, they can pretty much combat it. Oh, please, Zelensky, would you like to help us when it comes to drone warfare? And Zelensky just sitting there like, you dumb idiot. I tried to tell you this months ago because I already knew what Russia and Iran was up to. Now here you go hitting me up. All right, no problem, because I need you later anyway. I do a favor for you. I know you one of those grease balls. You gonna give me a favor? I got you, Trump. It's gonna cost you though. And this is the reason why when people go out and vote, so many of you Black, Hispanic, Native Americans voted for Trump. I know you gotta feel like an idiot right now. And y'all should be the ones that get sent out on them damn battlefields. You know what I mean? Like you so pro-American, you should go on them battlefields and go show the world how patriotic you are. You want to be a part of Donald Trump and his people, you go and see how it feels to have drones hovering over you ready to blow you to smithereens. You know what I'm saying? Go to see missiles come out the sky heading right to you, and you don't even have any air defense because Donald Trump wasn't making sure that the air defense over there was packed tight. You know that they destroyed all the U.S. bases, right? You know that is soldiers getting captured by Iran, right? And they trying to keep it quiet. They trying to keep it quiet, Barzo. I seen now I know this wasn't true, but there was rumors saying that 130 something Delta Force soldiers got captured in Iran. Now I don't think y'all understand how crazy that sounds. Do you understand that Delta Force is one of the top military men in the world? Like, they are like the people that you come bring in if you just want to shut it all down. Like, shut it all down. Bring in Delta Team. Delta Team is going to come through and destroy everything and then go have bears afterwards like it was nothing. Sharpshooters. I'm talking Barzo. Go watch some videos on them Delta Force. Them guys, they was in Iraq moving. I'm saying moving. Like, you got the Rangers, then you got your Delta. And they said they got captured. And I was like, I'm sitting there, I'm looking to myself, and I'm like, nah, that can't be true. I'm like, nah, not Delta Team. And it still ain't been confirmed. They saying there's rumors. Ain't nothing been confirmed. Of course, propaganda is everything. You know, they're not going to tell you the truth. But it is what it is. Now we're going to get back into the book of Obadiah. All right. If we could, sir. Verse 4.
Book of Obadiah, verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence Well, I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Yeah, man, like the white man, he set his nest up so high. That's why when you look, if you go into the cult, you study the cults, especially about white people, they love that eagle bird and they love the owl. Right? Let me tell you something. They're the top predators of the air. At nighttime, it's the owl. Like an owl can flap his wings, you can't even hear it. And the eagle during the daytime is the top predator in the air, right? They come down, they put their claws in you, you're gone. I mean, they can lift a deer. You ever seen an eagle lift a deer up in the sky and then just drop it? Listen, in certain areas in America in the world, you told, hey, you got a dog, you better make sure you be careful because the eagle, they hungry, they will take your dog. You better put it on the leash. You know what I mean? And you can't even kill the eagle. Because you kill the eagle, that's a felony crime. So these people, they are evil, man. And they said, and they set a nest among the stars, man. Like, look at just all the signs and details of how America was going to come about. America is the great Babylon, the great whore of the world. Understand that. Share that in your brain. This is not a place to be comfortable at. This place will destroy you. It will destroy your family. It will destroy your friends. It will destroy your infrastructure. You won't be able to prosper the way how we really supposed to prosper. Again, look at what Dr. Martin Luther King did to the black people. See, his people, the Boule, the Freemasons, the fraternities, they wanted to be a part of white society. That's why they fought to eat at their restaurants and drink at their water fountains and be able to be human and be able to move in their neighborhoods so that they won't have to live next to us. So they won't have to live next to some nigga that got a put patches over his holes on his knees of his pants because he's poor. They couldn't be next to that. They had to go move over to the east side to be next to the white people because they're more prestige. They have more class. You ever seen some black person just talk like they're white and they're from the hood originally? They switch it up. Like, that's why, like, me, I'm a person, I'm like, look, man, I need a little space. I need a little bit more room, but I'm not going deep in the suburbs. I'm going where the niggas is at. Where's the niggas at? So when I start house hunting, Barzal, just know I'm looking where the niggas at. I'm moving to Overbrook. You know what I mean? I'm moving to Delco. Like, where's the niggas at? Who's the neighbors? Because I'm gonna tell you like this: I can't have white neighbors. I do nigga shit. So lock you for my language. I do nigga activity. You know what I mean? When it's time to cook out, Barzal, you already know how it is when we have cookouts. Loud music, all you're gonna hear is this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Like, that's how we coming. Nah. All you see is beers cracking, kids playing outside, loud music, beer. You know what I mean? Niggas being masculine, sisters laughing, line dancing, all that. I'm pro nigga activity. I cannot live next to white people. I can't wake up and look next to my left and my right and see a white face. I can't do it. Now, it's bad enough I gotta go to work. I gotta wake up. Hey, in the car, how you doing? I'm doing like this before I get in the car. I gotta look over. Hey, what you doing? Everything good? I'm gonna lose it. You know what I'm saying, Barzal? Like, I'm gonna lose my cool. I'm like, nah, I can't do this no more. I'm like, Barzal, I gotta move, bro. Yeah, I gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But see, them civil rights leaders and all them, man, they wanted to be next to white people. You know what I mean? I used to tell everybody, man, I can't live far. I need a poppy store around my neighborhood. Remember when you said that, Barzal? I say that I've been saying this since forever. I need a poppy store. I need to see some crackheads around my neighborhood, man. I don't want it now. I don't condone people doing crack, but I need to see some poverty. You know what I mean? Because I know that's where my people at. I need to see the girls going to the store with bonnets on. You know what I mean? She only stepping out of the house for 2 seconds. She got pajama pants on and a bonnet on. I'm at home. I go to North Philly, I'm at home. I go to Houston, Texas, I'm at home. You know what I mean? I go to Chicago, I'm at home. I go to Detroit, I'm at home. Wherever my people is at, I go to Mexico, I'm at home. I go to Cali in the Mexican territory, black territory. I'm at home because they my people. You understand? I'm at home. The civil rights movement, they destroyed our infrastructure. They destroyed the image of blackness, Hispanic, and Native American unity. They destroyed that. That's why we can't follow after these people. This is why the Lord said he had to destroy them, because the white man knew what he was behind that whole civil rights thing. Like, yeah, you know, yeah, man. I mean, shoot, because one side, you got one side like, man, F them niggas, let them stay slaves. You know, let them be, nah, F that. Then the other side, remember the North, what did the North understand? The Union. The Union understood if we can make these black people comfortable and be consumers, we can win. Well, why wouldn't you go through with the plan if black people is now going to be able to go to your stores? And they had to let them know, nigga, do you understand what they did with that bus company? If we ain't get if that bus company in Alabama didn't get that money, do you understand that they would have went out of business? Now imagine if your business get black money. They want to go to it so bad. Let them spend money. Let them spend it. Guess who that money ain't gonna go to? To their people. They knew what the hell they was doing. They knew what the hell they was doing, man. But see us, we think it's, oh yeah, I'm at Eddie V's. Yeah, I'm balling on these niggas. Gator community, yeah, I got the new Maybach. I got the, yeah, I'm shitting on you niggas. Why are you shitting on your own people? Why you think when you see all them black celebrities, all them black, Hispanic, Native American celebrities, when they sit next to them white people that sign their checks, they look real humble. They not popping it like that with them. They only doing it to us because it's a learned mentality of the world. And this is why the Lord is going to destroy the white man, because it was the white man that did this to us. He understood what he was doing. The slave master always had a trick up his sleeve. Even when we was declared free, they figured out a way to always keep us on that plantation. They didn't tell us that we was free. And if they did, they said, well, if you go out there, you know you ain't gonna be able to, you're gonna be hungry. How you gonna feed your kids? So they try to bribe them to come back and work for them so that they won't lose money. These people have been running a play on us. I want to get through these scriptures because we about to end the class real soon. So we at on the fifth verse, sir.
So Obadiah, verse 5. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the great gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Like these people, man, they will continue to take from us and try to destroy us until we obliterate it, until they bleed us dry. Donald Trump is a perfect example of white supremacy. Share that in your brain. Teach your kids and use Donald Trump as an example. Let your kids know that he likes dealing with little kids. Let them know that he's a homosexual. He's a homosexual. He used to give blowjobs to Bill Clinton. He's a liar. He's everything evil. Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is evil. You got to use him as a teaching tool to your kids to never be like. Don't allow money to destroy you. You know what I mean? Have mercy on the poor. Donald Trump doesn't have mercy on the poor. He's taxing poor people right now. With that big beautiful bill, when he put that in play, it taxes the poor people more. Rich don't get taxed like that. He said, well, this is going to help companies be able to have more money and be able to expand. They got more money to expand. They got the bank. What the hell is we talking about? These companies have banks. They have unlimited amount of credit. As long as they got a good turnaround, they got the money. What else are we talking about? Donald Trump should be used as a teaching tool to show your kids who not to be like. You should always understand that chasing after money, chasing after the bag, chasing after this world is going to destroy you. You understand? And you're going to be just like the white man. You're going to be somebody that is a thief, a murderer. You know what I mean? A liar. You know what I mean? Someone that's greedy. But we can keep going. Verse 6.
Verse 6. How are things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Uh-huh.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee
Uh-huh.
and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under the tree.
Uh-huh.
There is none understanding in him.
There's no understanding in these people. Like, these people is a whole nother level of evil. They eat kids, for Christ's sake. Look at the Epstein files. That is elite white people doing all types of matters of evil. Donald Trump loved this war because it's taking people off, taking people's minds off of what's going on the Epstein files, because that was the focus. And Donald Trump was like, well, shoot, I need a war. Y'all want to go and fight Iran. Let's go shake things up a bit. He thought that it was just going to be something simple and easy, which is not. Keep going, sir. Verse 8.
Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Eden?
Yeah, like look at what's going on right now. Donald Trump, he doesn't listen to people in his cabinet until it's probably time to do it. All the war generals, I'm pretty sure they told them this is a bad idea. We shouldn't do it. Look at all the other presidents that was in office. Netanyahu kept saying we need to go fight Iran. They weeks away from having nuclear bombs. It was always weeks away. Oh, they got all this. Oh, they got this, they got that. And his biggest play on it was because Iran has a lot of uranium in a land. Uranium is used to build bombs. That's why you seeing all types of bombs on your timeline. That's because they got all the uranium over there. Of course, Israel want a regime change. They want to try to work out some type of deal so that, because Israel wants to expand. And they also want to get into that oil in Gaza so that they can be able to produce oil themselves and be able to save a lot of money and make a lot of money off of that oil. And what a lot of times what countries would do, they would have reserves. And what these oil reserves are preserved, right? And when it's time to actually use them. So America has reserves, but they're not going to dig into it because they feel as though it's projected around like 2050 that over in the Middle East, a lot of their oil going to dry up. So now when America had their oil, they be like, well, shoot, we got it. And that's why Donald Trump wanted to go get that oil from Venezuela. You know what I mean? And don't think that it's only Donald Trump behind it. Donald Trump ain't the only one behind it. You know what I mean? Because if you able to get the oil, guess who get to get the money? America. And that's all the politicians and all the people that got their hand in the pot. Donald Trump got a bank. Donald Trump is handling all the money from the oil. You understand what I'm saying? Now, in my head, I would have to ask Commander Jenny Hanna, do my research a little bit more. But my question is that I have is why, if you already have the Venezuelan oil, what's going on with that oil that you got over there? Why is the gas prices going up if you got Venezuelan oil? Why are you not just saying, well, what the hell? I don't care. I got oil over here. I want to know the understanding. If y'all do have some understanding on that, I do want to get that update. I'm gonna have to do my research when I get out of here. But my question is, if y'all have the answer, type it in below. But these people, you understand, the white man, the wise man is not being hearkened to right now. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people saying, Trump, what you're doing right now is very dangerous and it's very stupid. It's a lot of the newscasters that been around that understand this war. A lot of war veterans, a lot of decorated soldiers are saying, "Yo, this is stupid. What you're doing? You don't even have a game plan." Right? Can we read it one more time?
Obadiah, verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of Mount Esau?
Yeah. So what's going on right now with Esau? That's the white man, right? Out of Edom is the white nation, meaning wasted away. In Hebrew, out of Wam, these people has lost all their damn marbles. They going against Iran. They thought that they was gonna go against Iran, blow them up, and that was gonna be it. No, Iran said no, it's up and it's stuck, and they spinning the block and they don't care. You know what I mean? They don't care about whatever the hell Donald Trump's saying. And they even had something written on a bomb where it was like, this goes out. They had it on the bomb. They soldiers is famous for writing on bombs, and it was like, this goes out to all the surviving all the Epstein victims. And they had it in Arabic. I said, oh, snaps. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's so crazy that the American people is rooting not for America to win, but they're rooting for Iran to destroy Israel. Like, these politicians, they want to, oh, we're American first. And white people, they're like, yeah, American first. But you know what the white people of America don't like? When you support Israel. You know what the government going to do? Support Israel. A house is divided, is going to fall. You know what I'm saying? We already saw what happened with January 6th. What do you think going to happen when this war continue to happen and it gets out of hand? What do you think going to happen when the gas prices go up? Donald Trump better be in the bunker somewhere. They gonna try to go after him. They're gonna like, yo, what the hell? We voted for you. Those same very people is going to go against him. Mark my words. Verse 9, sir.
Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Timon, shall be dismayed. To the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Yeah, the mount of Esau is going to be cut off by slaughter, man. This war that's about to happen on the world called World War III, all the powers at play right now is being affected. You have the Chinese, the Russians, North Korea, everybody is on stand. Like, everybody kind of like looking around at each other like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And a lot of the allies of America is like, man, F you, America. You so big, bad, and tough. You go ahead and deal with that yourself. But eventually the Lord gonna say, nah. I'm trying to back away now. You know what this prophecy said that was gonna happen. Go ahead up in there. Go ahead, France. Who you gonna side with? Go ahead, Spain. Go ahead, fight. Europe, go ahead. Go ahead, get up in there. And before you know it, There's going to be gnashing of teeth. And Christ is going to crack that sky and redeem his people, like it says in the Bible. All right. Verse 10.
Verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Yeah, like white people, technically, we're closer to white people than Africans. Believe it or not, we was twin brothers in the womb, Esau and Jacob. Problem is, the white race have been at war with us for a very long time. Even in the times of Saul and David, the times of Moses, we've been at war with white people for a very long time. This ain't nothing new. And white people, they have the history because they wasn't slaves. They know what the hell is going on. A lot of people change their names over time, but we never forget their names, and it's in the Bible. Well, because of the violence that white people have done against us, right? They have, to the utmost, raped our grandmothers, raped our children, unalived us in the most vicious ways, lied to us, stole from them. They changed the name of our God in his face. They did so much evil things. And the Lord said, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. Shame is showing on America right now and all these other nations on the earth, showing how evil they are. The Lord allowed them Epstein files to come out just good enough so everybody can see how wicked these people are. And everybody had their hand in the pot. You think that Russia, you think China don't got the same thing going on? You gotta be effing kidding. They the same way. These people is wicked as hell. And the Lord is exposing all of their hands, especially the Jewish man. The world hate Jewish people. You know that? They the most, you thought that we was hated? We hated, but they're hated. They're hated, Barzal. Like I didn't know. I thought that we was like the most hated. We hated, but Jewish people was a different kind of hated. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of them people that be on social media just laughing my ass off when I see a bunch of Jewish hate videos. I ain't gonna I be sending on the Barzal. He be laughing too. You in it too, Barzal. Don't act like you not. Barzal be laughing. All we hear is that little Jewish music start playing, and I lose my mind. And the reason why I love it is because at one point in time, Jewish people was able to hide behind their money, hide behind the scenes. You know, your textbooks when you was in grade school, when you was in school, all the way from kindergarten to high school, you was being indoctrinated by Jewish people when it came to history, everything. Who you thought wrote those books? The McGraw. Who you think father that is? That's Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's wife, father. You know that? You know about that, Barza? Huh? Yeah, her father was the one that put all those the curriculum together. So when you go in your history books and they teach you about America and they don't teach you nothing about your black ass, but you were just a slave, Jewish people. They wanted to make sure you ain't learned shit in school. So lucky for my language. But this is truth. Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's wife, her father was in charge of he was in charge of the textbooks that we had in school from start to finish. When you took them school pictures, who you think was affiliated with them school pictures? They was them lifestyle, lifetime pictures. They was Epstein, they was connected to Epstein. They was on the people that had that company and still have it to this day are a part of Epstein, the Epstein files. And they've been doing it for decades. And to the point today where a lot of schools is not doing contracts with them. A lot of kids ain't taking pictures with them no more because they know that it's going back to pedophiles. You understand? Like America is disgusting. You know what I mean? And the Lord has been exposing everybody's hand to the utmost. And this is why getting in class is so important. Getting in class is important because you are learning and you're changing. That's what we demand here. You learn, understand what we're teaching you, ask questions, and change. You get what I'm saying? But it's all you laugh, you making me laugh, dog. You trolling. But yeah, man, we encourage you to change for the better. We encourage you to be a new you. And you start off with doing that is getting in class. We here in 41 Garrett Road in Philadelphia, PA, Upper Darby to be exact. We have free classes. You can also, if you can't make it to the class, make sure you check in. Call the school. Let us know that you're trying to get into school. We'll talk about your schedule, what it is. We'll try to get you up in here. Get your Hebrew name, change all that. Forget the old you and become the new you. All right. Passover is on the week of the last. It starts from the last week of March that falls into April. So the Passover is on April 4th. We're gonna be down in Houston, Texas. All right, Houston, Texas is gonna be lit. All right, we got so many activities that we're gonna be doing. We're gonna have the Passover on Saturday. We're gonna have the Feast of the Unleavened Bread on Sunday. We're gonna have the all black party on Friday, scripture breakdown hosted by Gentleman Hyman on Thursday. All right, we're gonna have all types of events throughout the day, sisters, brothers, kids. It's gonna be a good event. This is a place that you want to be at if you in the area of Houston, or you just interested in going to the Passover. If you've never been to a Passover, you just interested, period. Tap in, contact the school. And with that being said, y'all, thank y'all for your time with that. Shalom.